What's up? You kind of throw me off there on that M&R Farms. Uh, I'm used to Steve. I think I've got it right. Trying to find it on my own phone so I can look at comments. The cold is not really bothering me as much. It's no wind. Um, it's it's just the mess of the snow. I've not been snowed in by no means. I mean, the road's been bad, but I've been going. But it just the mess with it, and we're supposed to get warm up tomorrow to 34, then in the 40s Monday, 4 inches of rain. I've got a truckload of corn that's supposed to go off. Was supposed to go off last Friday, and it rained, so I've got truck loaded up, ready to go. Hey James, um, so I'm sitting on go. All we can do is feed cows. Um, it's not just too cold to work in the shop, but we need some parts. I think I mentioned in one of the videos, we got to make a trip to Kentucky. It's going to be about a 12-hour trip to get some hay roller parts. So that brings up a question. I had a comment. I call the round rolls, or the round hay, I call them rolls of hay. Somebody commented they call them round bales. I guess it works either way. Yep, just some rounds. So I think of a bale as a square because it's baled up and the round is rolled, but I guess it works either way. And we're looking for hay. I don't think we're going to run out. Dad always panics and says we're going to run out, and he usually has a bunch left over, 20, 30 rolls, but he is looking for hay because he uh, wants that assurance that he's got it. Yeah, Craig, we're going to roast you on this. Now, I'm just joking. I'm glad you joined in. Um, like I said, we got 7 to 8 inches of snow. Then it rained on it and froze back. That's rare for us. And like I said earlier, the wind wasn't bad. The wind was bad last week, but it was warm. The wind was probably blowing the hardest I've ever seen it last week without being in a tornado. So everybody's being quiet. So what part of Iowa are you from, Craig? I've never been to Iowa. I've been close, but where'd you say Ohio? I think you said Ohio, didn't you? Well, James, if you watch my video I got coming out tomorrow, you probably will want to buy a 986. Southeast. I went to Pattonsburg, Missouri, which is northwest, without getting into Iowa. I think you said Ohio. I'm not for sure. I can't remember. But there was a ripper about an hour north that I almost went and looked at while I was in Pattonsburg, but we didn't. End up getting a ripper in Illinois last year. Got 13 in here. See if I can pull up comments. Oh. Hey, Terry. Terry ain't too far from me. We hardly ever get in the single digits, but we've been there. Okay, well, I was right, Iowa. Well, thanks. Thanks on the tractors. We're not a big farmer, so we can't afford uh, a whole lot of new stuff. I'll just go ahead and tell you, I done a cold start video this afternoon. Had the Peterbilt, the 8940, and the 5088 all sitting outside at 25 degrees. No heater, no ether. Y'all tell me which one cranked the best out of the three. One of them actually surprised me. It cranked it, and it cranked easy. But that's not the one I thought was going to crank. So y'all tell me which one you think cranked the easiest. And it's not a long video, but it'll be out at noon tomorrow. I'll let y'all in on it since there's only 12 here. Hey Matt, yeah, I ain't done one in a while. Got where I had a bunch of trolls in them, couldn't get rid of them. They just come back under a different name. So I didn't even advertise this, and I told some people about it. And it's probably not going to have a lot of people in it, but so y'all about to get over the snow, Matt? Not everybody talk at once. Well, the roads was bad for a couple of days. Even the back roads are still bad. But well, that's the problem right now. Is everything is slick. If it's not had ice on it, it's slick. First part of the week, it was like walking on 8 inches of cotton. Yeah, we're going to start warming up too Monday. And then it's going to be a mess feeding cows. A big mess. Mud everywhere, sliding around. Actually got a call this afternoon, Craig, that helps me some, that's in some of my videos. He called me right when I got in this afternoon about 3:30, and when we come down there in our cab tractor, his we got 7 to 8 inches. His Alice Chandler wouldn't crank. That's his loader tractor and his feeding tractor, and he had a cow off in the pond. By the time I got there, he'd got it out. What IH factory did he go to? Yeah, it wasn't bad. I went out Monday afternoon, and you couldn't see the road. You could see mailboxes. I just stayed in the middle of them. Like I said, the cold. It's not the wind's not been blowing, even though it's been cold. I guess the sun reflects off the snow, and it don't seem that bad. My great uncle, he worked at the harvester plant in Memphis, and he was quality control. And I've told this many times, but that's one reason why we got the IH equipment is because we'd either get a deal from him or get a demo or something like that. Oh, last I checked, we were in the teens. It dropped off this afternoon. The sun went down, and we usually don't do that. Or actually, they cut the water off. The water department, Lelma Utilities, cut our water off at 7:30 tonight because there's so many leaks and stuff that we're running low of water. So they've shut the pump down, letting it build up or something. Craig, you got good taste. The only problem I've got with red is my local dealer. But I got 2 different dealers 2 hours away, and I use them. It's just funny how some people would rather lose a customer than lose $1, but that's what it is. I ain't gonna get off on that. No, I'm not on a well. I've got a spring here that feeds the shop and used to feed the house. Me and Dad was talking. We're pretty sure it's froze up, but I'm on public water, and I myself had a leak. I busted a pipe earlier this week, but we found it pretty quick, shut it off, got it fixed. So I didn't lose a whole lot of water, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that's leaking and don't care. Which we were low of water, but back this fall it got so dry. Oh crap! It's up above Bowling Green. Um, I can't remember where exactly in Kentucky. Which brings up, I am going to the Louisville show. I should be there 15th, 16th, going home 17th. Well, my dad, we actually live on top of an underground cave or something because my dad has a well. He's on public water. Uh, it never went dry, but this house was on a spring and it did go dry. Y'all don't have them negative. We've had them. What's up, Nelson? And Nelson, he knows about the water departments. Matt, I consider you a friend. We've never met face to face. Actually, in Memphis, hello, Riley, Bob. Actually, in Memphis, I saw Kelly twice. One time she walked by me, and I didn't realize it was her till she done went by. And then I saw her talking to somebody at a booth, and like she was in a conversation, so I didn't uh, bother. But I did get to meet Dion over at Memphis last year. Maybe Dion will get on here. See if I can find. I can't find. Oh, there they are. Bob, Burt, and Riley are new that I know of. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Memphis this year. It just ain't much. I went 5, 6 years ago, and it seemed like it's more over there. I've been the last 2 years, and it just ain't. It just ain't much over there. Not for me. I mean, I'm not in cotton. Um, that may be coming in next few years, but I'm not in it yet. No, I'm not. I'm going to a salvage yard, and I can't. It's a weird name. Uh, what it is. We need just the reel for. I know you can't see my hands. We're looking for the reel for the pickup, and we're going to have to go buy whole the whole pickup, and it's actually a New Holland pickup, but it's the same thing. We're pretty sure for the case. The Field Rose podcast. I thought about getting into podcasts myself. That was a fun podcast. I wish more people would have me on, but I guess I'm not that interesting. We got over there fairly early. We left out. We didn't stay over there. We left out fairly early and got there. I guess probably 9:30, and it seemed like by lunch we were done. The first year I went, like I said, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I went with a group from the co-op, and I felt like I didn't get to see everything I wanted to see within that time. And then the year before last, me and my family went, and I blamed it on COVID not being as much there. And then last year it wasn't too much better. I listen to podcasts when I'm planting and spraying. Uh, don't really have time for them other than that. But I do like a good podcast. Um, I think I think well, I can't even think of his name. The Field Rose guy. I think he is he's quit doing podcast. Jim MacArthur. That's what I was thinking of. Plans are about the same as it was last year. About half corn, half soybeans. trying some new seed out this year, just to throw, see what the competition is. We have been in this area locked down to nutrient or whatever it's been called over the years in co-op on seed. So we're now starting to get some other seed in here. I was a Mershman. I was a Mershman dealer, and I kind of still am. I actually went to work part-time for Mid-South Ag in Paris, Tennessee. This old house is where I'm at is over 100 years old. It was 2 rooms. It's been built onto 3 or 4 times. It's several rooms now, but this is part of the original house, and I think this was done in the 50s. So this room, the kitchen, the utility room, is all wood. Floors, ceilings, everything. And the floor in here was actually covered over in carpet when I took possession of the house, and we pulled it up and had the floors refinished. We got a little bit of everything in this house. But I like the hardwood. So everybody's got quiet on me. See you, Gordon. I have told the story of this house. In 2005, we were a Century Farm. This was my grandfather's house. It was here before he got married, and he raised 4 kids in it, and it just, like I said, built on. He died in, I think, 17. I remodeled it. Part of it I gutted. I spent about 1.5 years on it. I got to cut my ringer off. So yeah, I'm proud of it. Still got a lot of work to do. And the house that I moved out of is also on the farm. It was here in 1905 when my great-grandfather moved to Tennessee from Alabama. My grandfather was born in it, and when he died, he was 97 and either 17 or 16. So we have a lot of heritage here. Across what we call the Rabbit Trail, the main road out here, my cousins own it. So we own a pretty big block of land, all of us together in here. And then my aunts, we farm their land. They inherited some land from my grandfather, so it's all staying in the family. James, as long as it's got a good engine and 2 strong batteries, that thing will crank 25 below zero. I don't know about 25 below zero, but that 5088, which is the same platform. Hello, Tammy. Yep, I'm believing in Jesus. 5088 just fired right up today. And was ready to run in just within seconds. And if I would have parked one of the 1066s out there, it would have ranked up too. All right, we may be getting some suspicious people in here. They will, unless the engine's bad, or if you getting the voltage there, it'll fire up. Now the 706, no, I don't think it would have cranked today. I know the 656 wouldn't have cranked today. Of course, 110C, it stays inside, but it's fired up every time we've ever, went to go feed with it. I got some glare. But that's why I like the older tractors. I work on them. But yeah, the 5088, it took it about, it cranked up, but it took it about 5 minutes to get running good. It wasn't like a John Deere or anything, but it took it a while. We actually, Matt, we took the 466 out of our combine, stuck it in one of the 1066s. I don't know why Dad wanted to do that, but it don't have really that much more power. It's probably mold, James, mold. But I don't know. Dad and uh, another guy's talking about maybe pulling the old 1066 in the farm class. I don't know. I don't know. $15 gallons? Most of ours just takes 5. Which how does the Kubota crank in the cold? I've never really been around a Kubota. There's a lot around here, but I just I've never. My uncle had one time, and to be honest with you, he bought it new, and it was a piece of shit. But okay, we got some suspicious people getting in here. If it keeps on, y'all can knock them out. 3 gallons, that's more like it. My grandfather bought a 1486 new. I guess that was the last tractor he bought, and it was probably um, it was wore out. I guess you could say it was probably one of the first tractors I ever drove. But it pulled. He bought it. He ordered it without a PTO. All it did was pull a disc and back up until probably 2000. We disc everything. Hello, Epic Builder. Biggie Roadblocks. Okay. How is the air conditioner on a Kubota? Because I hear that is one uh, thing is the air conditioning and clutches. Heard the clutches ain't the best. But I reckon skid steers, mini X's, all this other stuff. I reckon that's Kubota's pretty good stuff. Hi, Game Boy. It's pretty dang cold. Like I said, I've never had anything with a. Thank you, Game Boy. I just I've just heard the clutches are too small. And the one that my uncle had, it was a 90 horsepower. Don't ask me what size it was, but it was around the 2000 model. It always ran hot. Did you say a JX? Thank you, Brian. Brian. But it always ran hot, and he took it back to the dealer several times and found out later there's a recall. After he smoked an engine, found out there's a recall on the radiator. So okay, I don't understand what that says, but anyways, we got 35 in here. Okay, I'll have to go back and look at that. Uh, I don't. I can't remember. It was. think it was like a 9550 or something like that. I'm not for sure. It was 90 horsepower, but he had a lot of problems out of it. And matter of fact, we had a 856, which is about 90 horsepower, and we had two same size bush hogs, two 15-foot bush hogs, bush hog and corn stalks one time with both of them, and the 856 was running circles. Uh, the Kubota just couldn't keep up. I actually saw a video on YouTube, or not YouTube, Facebook, of a local guy here um, cranking his Belarus or Belarus, whatever you want to call them. And he said they was designed to crank in the cold. Hey, Penelope. Uh, thanks, Emily. Y'all mods be on your toes. It's been a while. I forgot how to do all that, but no, we got some. All right. No, Matt, but we are looking for a grinder mixer if you know of any in your way. I like the John Deere planter. I like my old case planter when it was working right. I will say that, but it was time to get rid of it. It was hydraulic driven, too much electronics. What's all this name a car for edit? I don't know. Next time somebody asks me that, y'all get rid of them. Yeah, we are looking for a grinder mixer. I found one on a Gale on Marketplace, and yeah, it's a scam, I know. You're a moderator now. I messaged them about it, and they said that it was pending, so I guess we lost that. And all right, Craig, you're a moderator. Let's see who else is. They just taking over. Squirrel Gaming. James, you're a moderator. Well, they have to be pretty tight to be able to crank the code over there. I know. I was watching that guy from Canada, Quick Dick McDick. Actually, listened to a podcast. He used to work up in the oil fields way up there in Canada, and he said they never shut a diesel engine off. Greg's here. I think instead of deleting them, you can kick them out. I don't know how to, I forget how that worked. I have no horses, no use for a horse. I think you can kick on it or click on it and delete it. I know you like my hat. But I don't know who's real in here or not. One reason why I quit pine walls. One reason why I quit doing live streams. Yes, I have tractor. Somebody said we was gonna get some more. here in a couple of weeks. Hope it ain't nothing like this. Yeah, we need to get rid of some of these people. I know there ain't 45 legitimate people in here. That's one reason why I quit doing it. It's distracting, and there may be a way you can do it without getting them, but I don't know. Now that's my daughter right there. Deli's my daughter, so y'all don't get rid of her. Delilah. Lily Poop, boy, that's some Delilahs in there laughing. Boy, they got some good names here. Yeah, I can't even read that. And the Trolls. I used to be able to bench press about 360, 390 unofficial. I've always heard it would be good for wheat. I don't know. I've had it snow on wheat, and I couldn't tell no difference. But I kind of wondering in some of these places where it ripped if it ain't getting down there and freezing up and kind of spreading out the ground. I don't know. That's what I was just thinking. Well, we've had 7 to leave, probably 7 that wanted to be on here, and we get spammed. So Jose, you are, let's see, I can do it. Let's remove them. All right. I guess they coming out of the walls here. Trying to delete them. All right. Well, we back up to 40, even though I'm snoozing them, putting them in timeout. Put them in timeout for 30 minutes, and maybe we won't go no further than that. Another one bites the dust. So what else is on anybody else's mind that's legitimate about farming? May have to do it in another room because they're coming out of the woodwork. Talk about harvest. One of the best harvests, probably the best harvest we've ever had. Well, you're on vacation, Nelson. You ain't got to be on here. Spend time with your wife. Some of the best crops we've ever had. It just sucks now because corn ain't worth a crap, and I've got some to sell, and I can't haul it off because snow, icy roads. Even tried, called the elevator day, and the scales was froze up. I don't have a problem with horses if you're gonna ride them, but there's just too many in pastures out here. Nobody rides. If my kids wanted horses, I'd probably have them, especially my daughter. I've never had chickens. Too many predators around here. What is the plan for grinder mixer? To make feed. Um, I contracted some during harvest, and at 5, and I sold quite a bit at $5, but you can't pencil out $4. What was it? $4.45 yesterday when it closed. I mean, that's getting rough. Even at 190, 200 bushel average overall. Well, that's one thing, we're fixing to start moving some cattle. I don't know what they're bringing right now, but that's been waiting there the first year. Dexters, I've heard of them. Or those you say small, you got miniatures. Plant 200 acres of corn. I've seriously thought about going 100% soybeans. No, I ain't gonna do that. No ducks. No ducks. Okay, there's a market for miniature cows. My daughter, she'd probably like to have one. She's a little farm animal girl. Scared to death of dogs till we got her blue header and got him as a puppy. Probably for the first 2 days, that dog feet never touched ground. She carried it everywhere. Another one bit the dust. Well, about 50 is all we're going to pay. If it comes down to buying hay for 250, it's time to sell some cows. I don't know, Nelson. That's the reason why I quit doing live streams. All right, going to Mexico. Guy, I don't even know who you are, so no, I'm not gonna let you be a mod. First time I ever seen you pop up, so no, you're not a mod. Still 150, unless it was alfalfa. I wouldn't. There's no way you can do it. James, it was good talking to you the other day about all that going on. I guess you just shit out of luck. Well, see you. So what else? What else are we gonna talk about? Okay, move on. Move on. So I don't know if Greg is still here or not, but let's put that dude in timeout. He ain't gonna leave. Since Greg is in here, me and him was talking earlier. What y'all's thoughts on Nikki Haley? Steve, what's your thoughts on Nikki Haley? I'd never even heard of her, and she started popping up. Let's put them time out for 30 minutes. All right, Terry. I don't know nothing about her except what Greg told me. Let's put them in timeout. James, you got Trudeau. What do you think about him? James, I may have just actually snoozed you. But I don't know anything about Nikki Haley. She's popping up on commercials. Greg told me that she didn't like the farmers. So the next question is, I like Trump. But is he going to get elected? Are they going to let him get elected? I mean, if everybody in the United States voted for him, I think Biden or whoever's going to run against him is going to get 90 million votes. Doc, I ain't heard nothing from you in a long time. I don't see him getting elected. I wish we had another option out there. Roblox. So we got a kid on here. Let's put them on. My kids play Roblox, so I know what you're talking about. So has anybody got another options besides Trump? Do I have a pulling tractor? Am I made of money? No. Oh yeah. I appreciate all of y'all giving me the analytics, but stopping by. But y'all got to go. There's my pretty daughter. They got to go.
What, the people, fake people?
Oh yeah.
Been watching them. It's kind of funny.
Another one bites dust. I'll vote for him too, but I mean, if it ain't gonna get them elected, what are we gonna do? Bob, I'm gonna make you one too. Make you a moderator. Snooze. What about DeSantis? I was fixing to give this right here to my daughter to go get me water, but it's cut off. I have to wait for water, I guess in the morning. No on DeSantis. Got a Canadian for Trump. Used to be a woman from Canada that watched my channel, and she just thought Trump was the most evil person in the world. Well, would DeSantis be better than Biden? I'm just throwing this out here. Is that the Indian guy? I think I know who you're talking about. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. If it's one I'm thinking about, I've heard him talk a couple of times. I don't know. I've heard people say he's modeled himself after his speeches and stuff after Barry Obama. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't watch TV. I mean, I do watch TV. I've got the internet TV, so I don't watch CNN or Fox News, nothing like that. I'd rather get my opinions or my facts from actual people than the media, if that makes any sense. So I hear a lot on Facebook, of course, that's censored, YouTube censored. you know, and like I said, this Nikki Haley, even though I do have the internet TV, she pops up on commercials. Well, they'll find something. I keep handing her a glass, get me some water.
You want some tea?
Give me some tea. I got some tea in there. That's my go-to drink anyways, unsweet tea. Dodge Ram. Um, and I used to watch a lot of Netflix. That's got where it's garbage. Um, Hulu and Roku and Tubi. Watch a lot of movies. Anybody is better than Biden. You can't buy stuff to make sweet tea. I'm diabetic, so I can't drink it. It's easy to make. Just buy the bags and add a cup of sugar to a gallon of it. What was you in Austin for? Actually, I went to um, trying to think, Nevada back in 2003, and I was drinking a lot of sweet tea then, and they wouldn't. Nobody knew. They laughed at me. Another one bites dust. Boom, don't, don't. Set up robot cells. I've kind of missed what you might have to go back and tell me again. Because I was deleting people. You remember that guy used to on commercials? He'd get a gallon jar and put it out in the sun tea crap. I don't know if that was a southern thing or not, but he'd get a gallon of water and throw some tea bags in it, stick it out in the sun. Was it Tetley tea? He had a guy, I can't, or the guy spokesman, I can't remember who it was. Won't say it was something. It wasn't Don Henley, but it's something like that. He was the spokesman for that tea. Yep, tea, water, and beer. That's all I drink. You know, I kind of feel sorry for Biden because I don't even know if he knows where he's at or what he's doing. He's a puppet. I mean, I don't even know if he knows he's president half time because I think he's Obama's puppet. AOC, she's a puppet. Um, like I said, I can't drink. I can't drink sweet tea. I can, but hey Max, I don't know if you're legit or not. We'll find out. I used to drink a lot of sweet tea over a gallon a day, and I got to looking at how much sugar I was putting in my body when I made it. Hold on. Let's go back. So they make Trimble equipment. I know you make the easy steer wheels. I figured Trimble was made. Uh, I figured it was actually made in China or something. No, on plowing. Only know one guy in the state of Tennessee that plows, and that's Eric Reed. Uh, I have done a little ripping this year. Going to do a little bit more, but I'm going to focus more on cover crops as I used to in the past to break up compaction. But we're mostly no-till. they make parts. Well, if I wasn't an Outback dealer, I would talk to you about hooking me up. And I did put another easy steer. I know you know that. What would be neat to watch? I'm behind on things. Plowing. If you're talking about plowing, go watch the Crop Critic. Eric Reed. He's over in. He's east of me about an hour and 20 minutes. And Greg's Farm, he's probably 2 hours west of me. Check him out too. Let me see. I get behind on comments. Oh yeah, he's there to draw attention. Barry's still running everything. Hey Brett. Hello from Argentina. Hello from Lima, Tennessee. Let's get rid of this one. Another one bites dust. Baby this summer getting fixed. I don't know what that means. No, I'm at my house. Unsweet tea. You know, I've 47 years old on a farm and never have plowed, never have chisel plowed. I've run the disc a lot, and this is my first time to rip. I actually got all the mold boards and sold one, hauled the other off for scrap. And I did have a 2-bottom Oliver I bought for gardening back when I used to do that. I am about 2 hours from Clarksville. My brother-in-law actually is from Clarksville. But I bought it back in my gardening days when I used to have a garden and never ran it. Dad sold it to somebody. I thought somebody stole it. And it wasn't even his plow, and he sold it. One of his friends wanted it, so he sold it. Still looking for my money. It's been 10 years ago. But I was going to restore it. Okay. Yep, I'm drunker than a skunk. Which painting you talking about? Neither one of them's a painting. I think we might be getting a little bit too quick on the deletes. That is a picture of the 66. And that is a picture, a drone shot of me that a viewer got off of Facebook and had made into a print. Justin Ellis done that. I don't really go the Amish. We get some stuff from there, but their 1050s is good. He's good. He's good guys. I'm sorry. He comments a lot of times. Let me see if I can get him. I was gonna put him back. I'm sorry about that, man. Teddy Bear's gone. Crap. I gotta go back to. I'm surprised I may have missed it. Hey, Mike, I'm surprised Dylan ain't already put a snow video out. He sent me a Snapchat of him and his kids playing. We have an Amish colony 20 miles from here, and I got some neighbors that's modern Mennonites, moved here in 2015 from Pennsylvania, and they have the only dairy in the county now. Another one bites the dust. Dang, we're already in here 55 minutes. Some of these I've snoozed for 30 minutes. We'll probably be popping back in here. Yeah, I just saw Mike Breedlove in here. He watches all the time. We're in the teens right now, Brett. I done some cold starts this afternoon at 25. The Amish here, they don't really have stores. They sell out of their house. Some of the English, as they call us, they buy their stuff and sell it, and it's kind of a tourist trap. I mean, the Amish are good people, but the whole Amish is a tourist trap here. You're at 1. You got snow? Brett, did you get rid of all your toys, your farm toys? Or are you still collecting, or did you just get rid of some of them? I saw where you was auctioning some off, I think. Four degrees and blowing. Well, I was going to send you something. I can't remember what number it is, but I got a gold edition John Deere tractor that the dealer gave me one time. Hey, Scott. Don't know about him yet, so let's go easy on him. Well, would you be interested? I was going to send it to you and surprise you, but would you be interested in it? I can send you some pictures. Man, they biting the dust. I'll send you a picture of it. It's the package is turned yellow on it. There's another one. Let's see. Think legitimate. Jacob Moy. You're new here. I don't think you're a troll. Didn't get to read it all. Where are you from, Jacob? Well, we've been at it almost an hour, so we have about 7, 8. Well, we had about 7, 8 inches. Is that the canvas deal? Because we got one of them canvas deals that like goes on a 856 or a 1066. See you, Steve. I am probably fixing to leave here myself. Waterloo, Iowa. Is that where the John Deere plant is? Another one bites dust. All right, we'll see. Oh, the 16th scale. I had, of course, growing up, I had all kinds of 16th scale. I actually played with them in dirt, and I think some of them is over at my dad's in the basement. But as I got older, I had a 7130 16th scale that was in good shape, a 10 millionth 1066, and one or two more that I got as teenagers, and I think they got stolen. I ain't been able to locate them here lately. So everybody's leaving that's legit. So we're gonna call this one good. We'll do it again, hopefully soon. And when I say soon, maybe next weekend, week after that or something. But we'll catch you then, or tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. We got a video coming out. So we'll see y'all. Thanks for stopping in.